I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
What'd you say? Yeah, so what if they were?
Hey!
I don't have to tell you.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh?
Isn't that
Hey, do you know our boss? Whoa. We had no idea. So, did he
Oh, so your child's...
We're the only... All...
Wow! Those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the... But here in the fortress, he was working the... You could always see how... So eventually...
But one day, he suddenly told us, and as his crew, so... We just wanted to give...
Oh, but has a child already...
Because as far... It leads to an abandoned but boss, so we told him, and that if he wanted to come...
So you come...
Yeah.
Nothing could ever
Okay. Pineapple?
Alright. Keep quiet and follow us.
Take me up!
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to... Boss left by going down from here. It, wasn't full. Later, we came back, hoping to have a look. It's impossible...
Do you think Child got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
Really? Then have him come...
It's getting late.
Yeah, we'll... When you said... Ugh, fortunately, now that we can finally relax... It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep. Huh? Wait, look over there! It's one of Linny's cards! Let Paimon see... Maybe? It's been a while. Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the... From the sound of... Let's fly!
Hey, you over there? Yeah, you! Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TC...
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with fire? Alright.
But why would you...
There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even out... Sure.
Great!
I thought you would...
Why don't you...
Alright. Have you heard any spin, did you... There are two guys who I never really found... If you're interested...
Good...
Oh, did you know that the...
Huh?
That's right. The dupe to go from an ordinary inmate of forbidden...
It's just a...
Anything else?
Look! There are some people talking over there!
If you ask me...
Hey, speak.
Oh,
I don't... Hey, what kind of Listen, Who wants to live in...
And what makes you...
Whoa. Sounds like they're real. Speaking of which, I wonder if that's true. Let's fly. There's a group of...
So I said...
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were...
what's the matter? They're just looking to join in.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear...
Really?
You kidding? How often does anyone get a personal tour?
A little mis...
You're...
I'm Quisto, and this is Laver...
So...
No. You don't get it. Whoa.
I don't mind it. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right.
Is that so?
Oh.
You are... Since you like... Listen, kids. You've already met...
Those who have the...
I know who you...
But did you know...
I don't care if you... Speaking of wit...
You mean he hit a...
But that Lord V... Wait a second. Do you think it...
After all...
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone. Let's fly! Let's fly!
Huh? That look in your eyes.
Hey, this is no time to be modest.
Oh. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all. And Master Child probably... He is a harbor... Unfortunately, this... Father told me that even though Master...
His escape route is already flooded, so
Well, when you put it that way...
bingo!
He's working today. Coming here is... It's the least I... Honestly, I'm far more impressed... Now, let me think. To find out more information, and if he's to do that, he'll have to...
You can even ask...
We've been working together. Traveler, what say you to me? Oh, and there's... Though we can just... Fremenes...
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't... Listen carefully. You'll need... You've mentioned investigate the... But also, there's no need... My...
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll...
Let's go our separate ways.
Hey, stay here for now. There seem to be several people.
Right. It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before... The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapse. Freezing lip. Let me take a look. Please. Don't worry. I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it. Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. My checkup has Oh, I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath. Don't sense serious... And here... Huh? What about here? Does this hurt? Oh, I think you just... And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredible. Miss Levine,
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
His stomach ache's really bad. He was...
If Miss Sijuin says it's...
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well...
What do you mean that's true? Though they may have committed crime...
Yeah.
That's correct.
Are you two...
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkup. You could say she fancies herself as Miss C.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurrier. Don't forget that you are the...
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Please allow me to...
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this...
He just slowly walked off? Like that?
I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine.
You...
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who is as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? I'll accompany you two for a while. No.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Levine. Yellow.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record. Those two
made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Alright, is there anything we...
No, his big...
Got it. Pop. Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest. We've been...
You're awake.
How do you feel? You slept for...
Well, now you can go back.
Thank you, Miss Sijuin!
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you...
Let's fly! You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire... No, but you... Paimon talked with... Whoa! You... Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Linny!
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No,
We've taken a look.
Wait, what?
You already went above infiltrating a guard. Lynette also felt.
So that's what Lynette thinks.
Then, let's.
Is now really...
According to my observations. Also, I'm.
Okay.
Lynette should. Strange.
As expected, Sijuin isn't here, but...
No, Lynette. Unless...
Let's see if there...
Okay. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette
She would have said her which means either the head nurse...
this is it!
Wait, this... The space behind it, could Lynette have tried to get... Let's look around here for some more clues.
There are some books. These sure are some interesting books. She even has... Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all?
Show me! Now!
That look on your face! Paimon's reading it now! Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No! Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, you're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Don't panic. Wait, the fact that Fremine was...
What does he gain by letting...
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this.
No.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler,
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but...
Is that... Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside.
Someone! Please help!
Whoa! Are you okay?
What a delightful turn. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? Being able to read human
Lenny! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
Let's fly!
He's already out of sight! How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office!
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not You knew. As for Fremine...
There was no need to do...
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but...
He's not.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fort. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fort.
Wait, you locked him outside in the...
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world.
Fremine's a star diver, so he
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great... Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynn...
So, you've been keeping...
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you, right? You need do, but...
You want to see...
Well, I've heard that the...
Why did you think...
Oh.
Was this the...
You people really are... Mr. Linney.
Linney!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Mr. Fremine... 6...
Wait,
2... Time's up.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah!
You do realize, but that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me? I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to... Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone...
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. We often see Miss Sijwin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour. We often see Miss Sijwin... Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an I've been told that the infirmary is always... The research notes said that the Melusine... Fanta's internal report suggests... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real... The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta... The Fanta promoter has been struggling The research notes said that the...
Understand the hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
According to Collins, the Pancration... The research notes said that the Melusine race perceived... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize... The Fanta promoter has been struggling... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production... Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The research notes said that the Melusine race... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed... The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very... Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial... I've been told that the infirmary is always... Fanta's internal report... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour. The Fanta promoter has been struggling...
Paimon gets this rule too now! So that hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale, to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the Fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question! The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind! You'll...
Ah! Lenny! Are you alright?
Oh.
It was nothing, Your Great. Siege, though this gun may look...
Siege... Lane...
Not at all. I am merely arrested when Monsieur and Nervulette asked. But if you mean what you just said, but I really am just doing what His Grace knows it to...
My dear Siege...
Well, it's nearly time after all.
What are you talking about?
Take me if you want.
How touching.
Don't be like...
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more I'll go get a cup of tea.
You... What are you...
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarette.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarette doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking...
A flushed face. Please, make some space.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably... Of course. Sorry.
Why would he...
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an
What's that look on your face?
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Siegeween may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater. I was only out there.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipe.
Closer than I thought.
Locking the door was necessary.
Well, I did try to...
It would probably work.
It's a bad... Want some tea?
Not particularly.
Fine,
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my...
you sure?
My hands and...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Fermine?
He'll be fine. But for now...
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand.
Yeah, I'll take him.
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They probably went to get some tea.
Take me up!
Could I tempt you with some sugar?
No need.
Let's fly! Take me up!
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast within is tougher.
Let's fly!
He's awake!
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here. The infirmary. How do you feel?
Let's see. There's something wrong with the...
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is... Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. Where could Master Child be?
Getting here!
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Frost is coming! Pair!
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Getting gear! Frost is coming! Getting gear!
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child...
Miss Clarande!
Miss Clarande?
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest. Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on.
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lenny.
The logical part of
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you.
Thank you.
Let's fly!
Excuse me?
I take it, Mr.
Of course.
I've been expecting...
I wanted to...
Mostly fine.
If you don't mind.
All right. Thank you for looking at...
Well, what...
Of course. But I'm not partial to the word choice of... Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you...
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were...
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior... Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that, of course, I'm also quite curious...
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work
You make it sound like the Forbidden Zone is...
Are the rumors true?
Why would you put it like that?
Oh, right!
Me, of course. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that...
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy, that's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear.
But we've already uncovered the...
You make it compelling.
Yeah!
Even if the truth may not be pleasant. Follow me.
Door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Merib...
Take me up!
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name, Forbidden. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well,
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've...
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracked? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard... The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude...
The concentration of... primordials.
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Nova... Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the... Yeah, you know what the legend...
But that's just too...
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast It's just that there's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left up. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity, and so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they... But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls, after many, many centuries. Few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. To be frank, prophecies are troublesome things. Let's go somewhere else.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh?
No need to panic, you...
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about...
I'm skeptical as well. Are you...
The results speak...
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute.
He's the one who blew the whole institute.
Edwin's main...
You...
Gotta admit...
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my...
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace!
If I dated her, I'd...
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do it.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before.
How much do you know about Fontainian history? Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope...
Do you believe that?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and so the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate...
Were you inspired by the legend?
Maybe. Fontainians were the workers to find out the truth, as the fortress is... Alright, that's enough talking. Seems like you're good. I'll leave you here for now.
Thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it.
Great.
Let's fly!
We're back!
Welcome back.
How can you be...
Huh. While I was sedated...
Must have been right.
Yeah.
I really... So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able...
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah.
Nobody else is...
All right. Then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself three... Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory...
Ooh, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first. I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since... What's more, as long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two fact... If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself.
You're super...
If Wriothesley... I don't have...
The sea will engulf...
Could Wriothesley have... If you remember...
Or perhaps he didn't know.
Yeah, the two of you... If you ever need it... Though you may...
You have...
Thank you for protecting...
why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength.
Aww, this... Paimon's hungry.
Oh,
Alright, then we'll...
Take me up!
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner? Huh. What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like. Me too! No problem. so delicious. Is this how it feels to be free?
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Delicious!
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Seedween, do you do this to help your patient?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking.
You're really...
Really? Oh, and what? Oh, that. Thankfully. Although Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linney as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super...
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this is... Oh. Get a good night's rest, you...
So much has happened. I'm on super sleep. Delicious. I'm a...
Out of my way! Get out of my... What happened? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
Take me up!
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey! What are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey! What? What's wrong with these people?
They're here! Yeah! There you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here. Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? And
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my...
Hey!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away...
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey!
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, 2, 1.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her. Will do. You have...
Look! There are a ton of Fatilian Palais Mermonia people over there! The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry!
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table.